It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we've got the Titans' veteran quarterback, who's been productive from his corner spot this season with 44 tackles so far. It's the Titans and the Cowboys, under the lights on Thursday night.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development. But he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Off play action, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? The freshest guys coming off the last game and playing on Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. On for the point. Andy Bullock. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and it curls back inside for the completion.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Cowboys at 12-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's complete. Burks. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott looks to throw on first. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
To try again after the sack. Prescott throwing left side here, and it's complete. Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Prescott now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On first down, it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. On the move past the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, a 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Prescott on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Bullock's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To the air again, Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain. Or make people...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now Prescott.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now it's Tannehill.
It's complete, Burks. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Tannehill.
That's complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tannehill on first down.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Nick Westbrook-Akine.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Very good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Nashville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Prescott on first down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On second down, here's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,
they drop to 12-4 on the year.
And they will look to turn it around next time out.